Our world, vast and unfathomable, is filled with mysteries that bewilder and fascinate us. Some of these enigmas are captured in photos, sparking intrigue and spawning countless theories. This video delves into 25 such mysterious photographs, each seemingly defying explanation and continuing to perplex even the most seasoned investigators. Number 1. The Solway Firth Spaceman. In May 1964, Jim Templeton, a firefighter from Carlisle, Cumberland, now part of Cumbria, England, embarked on a simple family outing to the marshes near Solway Firth. Unbeknownst to him, this trip would result in one of the most baffling photos in history. While snapping pictures of his daughter, Templeton unintentionally captured the image of what appears to be a spaceman standing behind his child. The figure, strikingly contrasted in its bright white garb against the lush green background, appears to be donned in a suit resembling that of an astronaut, complete with a visor. Intriguingly, Templeton insisted no one else was present when the picture was taken, and it was only after the film was developed that he spotted the peculiar figure. Subsequent investigations by local police and Kodak, the film's manufacturer, found no evidence of tampering or malfunction, adding further mystery to the photograph. Kodak even offered a reward to anyone who could explain the photo, which remains unclaimed to this day. Numerous theories have surfaced over the years, ranging from a misidentified beekeeper to extraterrestrial visitors. However, the Solway Firth Spaceman photograph remains unexplained, securing its place as a peculiar enigma within the annals of mysterious images. As such, it serves as a testament to the many inexplicable phenomena that, despite our advancements in technology and understanding, continue to elude explanation. Number 2. The Babushka Lady. The Babushka Lady is an enigmatic figure who appeared in numerous films and photographs taken during the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in Dallas, Texas, on November 22, 1963. The figure earned her nickname due to the headscarf she wore, reminiscent of scarves worn by elderly Russian women known as babushkas. What makes the Babushka Lady so intriguing is her calm, almost nonchalant demeanor amidst the ensuing chaos, continuing to film or photograph the event even after the fatal shots were fired. As most people fled or ducked for cover, she stood in stark contrast, seemingly unfazed. When investigators began reviewing photographic evidence, her figure surfaced repeatedly, adding to her mystique. Despite numerous appeals by the FBI and investigative bodies, this woman never came forward, and her identity remains unknown. Her film or photos, potentially holding valuable insights into the tragic event, have never been found. Conspiracy theories abound, suggesting she was a Russian agent or a member of the conspiracy to assassinate JFK. Regardless of speculation, the Babushka Lady's identity and her reasons for being there that day remain one of history's unsolved mysteries. Number 3. The Hook Island Sea Monster. On December 12, 1964, Robert LeSarec and his family were enjoying a day on their motorboat in Stonehaven Bay, Hook Island, Queensland, Australia, when they encountered an extraordinary sight. A gigantic tadpole-like creature, estimated to be about 30 feet in length, resting in the lagoon's shallow waters. LeSarec quickly grabbed his camera and started filming this colossal creature. His wife took still photos. The resulting images have been the subject of intrigue and speculation ever since. The photographs depict a massive, dark figure, elongated with ridges along its back and eyes visible in the head's frontal part. While some speculate that it could be a giant species of undiscovered marine life, others argue that the monster was a school of fish, an underwater object, or even an elaborate hoax. Yet no definitive explanation for the Hook Island sea monster photos has ever been put forward, and they remain a captivating mystery of the unexplained. Number 4. The Hessdalen Lights. The Hessdalen Lights are a spectacular yet perplexing phenomenon occurring in the Hessdalen Valley in rural central Norway. Since the early 1980s, locals and visitors have reported seeing unusual, brightly colored lights dancing and darting about in the night sky. Sometimes these lights are as bright as the headlights of a car. At other times, they appear as faint glows. Photographs of the Hessdalen lights show various shapes, colors, and sizes of lights, which can last from a few seconds to over an hour. Their unpredictable movements and appearances, coupled with the fact they can't be forecasted, have made studying the lights particularly challenging, contributing to their mystery. While numerous theories have attempted to explain these lights, ranging from ionized iron dust, plasma interactions with the valley's sulfurous river, to extraterrestrial activity, no single theory has provided a definitive explanation. Even with ongoing scientific investigations, including the establishment of a permanent Hessdalen Lights observation station, the true nature of these lights remains shrouded in mystery, a luminescent enigma suspended in the Norwegian sky. Number 5. The Phoenix Lights. Late into the night of March 13, 1997, a bizarre sequence of lights appeared over Phoenix, Arizona, witnessed by thousands of people. The incident, now famously known as the Phoenix Lights, consisted of two main events: a triangular formation of lights seen passing over the state, and a series of stationary lights hovering over Phoenix. Photographs and videos from that night show an eerily beautiful array of orbs, some appearing in a V formation, silently gliding overhead. Others captured images of evenly spaced lights lingering over the Phoenix area, with no apparent source or structure supporting them. The official explanation from the military was that the lights were merely flares dropped by A-10 Warthog aircraft during a training exercise. However, many eyewitnesses and researchers reject this explanation, arguing that the lights behaved in ways inconsistent with flares, such as maintaining perfect formation while traversing large distances, or hovering motionless for extended periods. The Phoenix Lights remain one of the most famous and well-documented UFO sightings in history. Despite official explanations, many remain unsatisfied, maintaining that the phenomenon that night was truly unexplainable, leaving the Phoenix Lights an enduring mystery. Number 6. The Vanishing of Frederick Valentich. The Madonna with St. Giovannino is a 15th-century painting attributed to Domenico Ghirlandaio, an Italian Renaissance artist. The artwork itself depicts a classic religious scene, the Virgin Mary with an infant Christ. Yet, a peculiar detail in the background has sparked intrigue and speculation amongst art historians and UFO enthusiasts alike. In the backdrop, above Mary's right shoulder, a man and his dog are seen gazing up at an object in the sky that bears a striking resemblance to our modern depiction of a UFO, a glowing disc-shaped object emanating radiant beams of light. This out-of-place detail, seemingly unrelated to the religious theme, has caused much speculation about its intent and origin. Some argue that it is an intentional depiction of a divine sign or celestial phenomenon. Others propose more fringe theories, suggesting it could be evidence of extraterrestrial visitation in the past, asserting that such depictions of flying saucers can be found in several other ancient artworks. While it's highly unlikely the object was intended as a UFO in a modern sense, its actual meaning remains a mystery, with art historians unable to provide a definitive interpretation. Thus, the Madonna with St. Giovannino remains a fascinating example of mysterious imagery in historical art. Number 7. The SS Watertown Ghost Faces. In July 2018, an unsettling mystery began to unfold in the expansive wilderness of the United States. Hikers found an emaciated body in a tent near the trail in Florida's Big Cypress National Preserve. The man carried no identification, but he was known to other hikers by the trail names Denim and Mostly Harmless. Over the months leading to this tragic discovery, numerous people had met, spoken with, and even photographed this lone hiker who was trekking the Appalachian and Florida trails. Despite his interactions, he revealed very little about his personal life, and the details he did share turned out to be false or unverifiable. Photos of Mostly Harmless depict a man with a beard, smiling, sometimes holding trail maps. Yet behind the jovial expressions lies a chilling mystery. Who was this man, and what led him to his solitary end in the wilderness? Despite extensive media coverage, forensic investigations, and numerous internet sleuths digging into this case, the man's true identity remained unknown for years. It was only in January 2021 that genetic genealogy finally managed to identify him. This case serves as a chilling reminder of how, despite our interconnected world, anonymity and mystery can still endure. Number 8. The Madonna with St. Giovannino UFO. The Madonna with St. Giovannino is a 15th-century painting attributed to Domenico Ghirlandaio or his school. The artwork, housed in the Palazzo Vecchio in Florence, Italy, depicts the Virgin Mary with the infant Jesus and St. John. However, what draws particular attention is a small, disc-shaped object in the sky in the background, which some interpret as a UFO. The object, which appears above Mary's right shoulder, seems to emit beams of light. A man and his dog, standing in the background, appear to be looking up at the object. For some, this detail has served as evidence of extraterrestrial visitation in the distant past. Art historians, however, offer a less sensational interpretation. They suggest that the UFO is a representation of the divine, symbolizing God's presence or an angel. The man in the background could be a shepherd, a common biblical motif reacting to this heavenly sign. Despite these explanations, the Madonna with St. Giovannino continues to be a source of fascination for both art lovers and UFO enthusiasts. Its enigmatic details illustrate how perceptions of the unexplained can shape our interpretation of historical artifacts. Number 9. The unidentified hiker, mostly harmless. In July 2018, hikers discovered the body of an unidentified man in a tent in Florida's Big Cypress National Preserve. He was believed to have been dead for several days, and despite carrying no identification, his camping gear and notebook provided clues about his journey. He had reportedly used the trail names Denim and Mostly Harmless, and had been hiking the Appalachian Trail from New York. He was described as friendly but private, preferring to avoid towns and live off the grid. Despite extensive investigations and media coverage, his identity remained a mystery for years. The man was finally identified in January 2021 as Vance Rodriguez, a tech worker from Louisiana, after a former co-worker recognized his photos. The mystery surrounding Mostly Harmless captivated the hiking community and internet sleuths alike. His story is a stark reminder of the vast and sometimes anonymous nature of our modern world, even as it becomes increasingly interconnected. The photographs of Mostly Harmless, with his content, smile, and solitary lifestyle, continue to evoke a sense of enigma and draw attention to the enduring human need for connection and understanding. Number 10. The Falcon Lake Incident. The Falcon Lake Incident refers to one of the most renowned UFO encounters in Canadian history, occurring on May 20, 1967. An amateur geologist and industrial mechanic, Stefan Michalak, was prospecting near Falcon Lake, Manitoba, when he encountered two peculiar aircraft. One of the crafts allegedly landed nearby, and curious, Michalak decided to investigate. He sketched the strange object and even attempted to touch it, resulting in a burn from a grid-like exhaust vent. Shortly after, the craft took off, leaving Michalak nauseous and disoriented, with a grid-like pattern of burn marks on his chest. Photographs of Michalak's burns and sketches of the aircraft made headlines, drawing the attention of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Medical examinations and subsequent investigations by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and the Canadian Air Force couldn't provide any definitive explanation for Michalak's encounter or injuries. Despite the skepticism and ridicule he faced, Michalak maintained the truth of his story until his death in 1999. Today, the Falcon Lake incident remains a defining event in Canadian UFO history, and the photographs of Michalak's peculiar injuries continue to baffle viewers, marking the event as an enduring mystery that evokes intrigue and speculation. Number 11. The Black Knight Satellite. The Black Knight satellite is a purported object orbiting Earth that has been a focus of intrigue and controversy since the mid-20th century. The name originated from reports and images showing an unusual black object orbiting our planet, appearing as a dark, amorphous shape against the stark backdrop of space. These images have spurred numerous theories about its origin and purpose. Some suggest it's a piece of space debris, possibly from a lost or classified human-made satellite. Yet more fringe theories propose that the Black Knight is an extraterrestrial satellite, possibly thousands of years old, sent to observe Earth. The most famous photograph of the Black Knight was taken during a space shuttle mission in 1998. It displays an unidentified object of indeterminate size floating in near-Earth orbit. NASA stated that the object was likely a thermal blanket lost during the mission, but this explanation didn't satisfy all. Despite the lack of tangible evidence to support the extraterrestrial theories, the Black Knight satellite remains a favorite topic among UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. Its mysterious photographs continue to capture imaginations, highlighting humanity's enduring fascination with the unexplained mysteries of the universe. Number 12. The Belmez Faces. The small town of Belmez, Spain, became a hotbed for paranormal enthusiasts in 1971 when a peculiar phenomenon began in the Pereira family home. Maria Gomez Pereira noticed a strange face appearing on their concrete kitchen floor. Despite attempts to remove it by scrubbing or even chiseling away the concrete, the face would reappear and, even more inexplicably, change its expression. Over the years, more faces appeared. Some female, some male, each with distinct expressions. Photographs of these faces stunned the public, drawing curiosity and skepticism in equal measure. Paranormal enthusiasts suggested these were thoughtographs, images imprinted by the psychic energy of the deceased. Skeptics argued they were hoaxes or natural discolorations misinterpreted by an overactive imagination. Despite numerous investigations, including excavation that revealed human remains under the house, no definitive explanation for the face's origin has been determined. The Belmez faces remain a remarkable case in the realm of unexplained phenomena, continuing to both bewilder and fascinate. Number 13. The Cooper family photo. In the mid-1950s, the Cooper family from Texas moved into an old house and decided to take a family photo to commemorate the occasion. The resulting photograph, however, contained an unexpected and chilling detail. A body appears to be falling or hanging upside down from the ceiling, its distorted face staring directly at the camera. The family claimed there was no such thing in the room when the picture was taken, leading to speculations of a ghost or a haunting. Critics suggested it might have been a case of double exposure or an error in developing the photograph, while others believed it to be an outright hoax. Nonetheless, the photograph made its way around the internet and continues to be a subject of debate and intrigue. With its eerie, unexplained figure, the Cooper family photo stands as a chilling example of the unexplained, capturing the uneasy intersection of the ordinary with the inexplicable. Number 14. The Naga Fireballs. In the Mekong River that straddles Thailand and Laos, a yearly spectacle known as the Naga Fireballs or Mekong Lights has puzzled locals and visitors for generations. As night falls during the full moon of the Buddhist Lent period, thousands of glowing orbs spontaneously rise from the river, reaching heights before they fade into the night sky. These fireballs, varying from small sparkles to larger glowing orbs, have been a source of both religious reverence and scientific curiosity. Locals believe these are the breath of the Naga, a mythical serpent living in the river. However, scientists and skeptics have offered various explanations, ranging from swamp gases to artificial man-made fires. Despite attempts to explain the phenomenon, including televised tests, no theory has definitively solved the mystery. Photos of the event capture the beautiful strangeness of the fireballs, but not the cause. Consequently, the Naga fireballs remain an unexplained spectacle, continuing to enchant onlookers and perplex scientists. Number 15. The McMinnville UFO. On May 11, 1950, Evelyn Trent was walking back to her farmhouse in McMinnville, Oregon, when she saw a metallic, disc-shaped object hovering in the sky. Her husband, Paul Trent, quickly took 2 photos with their camera before the object sped away. The photos depict a clearly defined, saucer-shaped object seen against a bright sky, making it one of the most famous photographs in UFO history. The Trents' photos were published in their local newspaper and then picked up by Life magazine, triggering a nationwide sensation. Skeptics argued the photos were a hoax, possibly a suspended model or a trick of perspective, but the Trents staunchly defended their authenticity until their deaths. Multiple analyses of the photos have been conducted over the years, including digital enhancements and model reconstructions. While some findings suggest a small, close object, none have conclusively proven or disproven the photo's authenticity. The McMinnville UFO photos remain iconic within UFO research and the broader public, serving as compelling yet unexplained evidence of potential extraterrestrial visitation. Number 16. The Skunk Ape. The skunk ape, a creature reported to dwell in the southeastern United States, is one of the more infamous cryptids. Comparable to Bigfoot or Sasquatch, it is described as a large, bipedal, ape-like creature with a strong, unpleasant odor, hence the name skunk ape. The most compelling evidence of the skunk ape's existence came in 2000 when an anonymous woman mailed 2 photographs to the Sarasota County, Florida Sheriff's Department. The photos, now known as the skunk ape photos, depict a large, hairy creature crouching in the underbrush. The woman claimed the creature had been taking apples from her back porch for 3 nights. Primatologists and wildlife experts have speculated that the creature could be an orangutan or another escaped primate. However, no missing animal reports or subsequent captures confirmed this. Number 17. The time-traveling hipster. A photograph from the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia in 1941 holds an odd detail. Among the crowd, there's a man who appears to be out of time. He wears modern-looking sunglasses and a screen-printed shirt, holding a portable camera, all anachronistic to the 1940s. This time-traveling hipster, as the internet named him, has fueled rampant speculation and debate. Some suggest he's proof of time travel, while skeptics argue his attire could have been available, though perhaps unusual for the time. Detailed examinations of the photograph suggest that the man's sunglasses were indeed available in the 1940s, and his printed shirt could be a sweater with a sewn-on emblem, common for sports teams of the era. However, the debate continues, fueled by the man's distinct modern appearance amidst the dated crowd. Number 18. The Eltanin Antenna. In the depths of the Antarctic Ocean, an enigmatic object, known as the Eltanin Antenna, was photographed by the USNS Eltanin in 1964. The photograph, taken nearly 4,000 meters below the ocean surface, shows a spindly, antennae-like object protruding from the seabed. It appeared strangely symmetrical and artificial, standing out against the natural surroundings. Its image, characterized by a series of crossbars along a central rod, fueled speculation about its origin. Theories ranged from a deep-sea organism, a piece of sunken equipment, to more fantastic suggestions of extraterrestrial technology. Subsequent investigations identified the object as a type of deep-sea sponge, known as Cladorhiza concrescens. However, the uniquely straight and symmetrical form of this specimen left some unsatisfied with this explanation, and the Eltanin antenna remains a staple of underwater mystery. Its captivating photograph continues to spark interest, standing as a testament to the myriad unexplained phenomena awaiting in the deep sea. Number 19. The Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot Film. On October 20th, 1967, Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin filmed what they claimed to be a Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, in Bluff Creek, California. The resulting film, approximately a minute long, depicts a large, hairy, bipedal creature walking along a riverbed, looking over its shoulder before disappearing into the woods. The Patterson-Gimlin film became arguably the most famous and controversial piece of evidence in Bigfoot lore. The film's creature, often referred to as Patty, has been subject to countless investigations, with experts analyzing its gait, proportions, and the apparent muscles beneath its fur for signs of authenticity or hoax. Skeptics argue that the creature is a man in a costume, while others maintain the film depicts a genuine unknown creature. Despite extensive examination and debate, no conclusive consensus has been reached about the film's authenticity. Number 20. The Tulip Staircase Ghost. In 1966, Reverend Ralph Hardy, a retired clergyman from British Columbia, visited the Queen's House in Greenwich, England. While there, he took a photograph of the beautiful and ornate Tulip Staircase. Upon development, however, the photo revealed a shrouded figure, seemingly ascending the stairs in a spiraling pattern, as if floating in midair. Experts, including those from Kodak, examined the original negative and found no signs of tampering. The figure, looking like a classic depiction of a ghost in a hooded robe, was inexplicable. Despite suggestions of double exposure or a trick of light and shadow, no definitive explanation has been accepted by all. Over the years, other unexplained occurrences have been reported in the Queen's House, including phantom footsteps and the figure of a woman seen on the very staircase. The Tulip Staircase ghost photograph continues to mystify viewers, providing a chilling glimpse into the inexplicable. Number 21. The Spectre of Newby Church. In 1963, Reverend K.F. Lord took a photograph of the altar inside Newby Church in North Yorkshire, England. When the film was developed, a strange apparition, looking like a tall, shrouded figure with white, staring eyes, was visible standing to the right of the altar. Estimated to be 9 feet tall, the figure appeared to be wearing a cowl, similar to the attire of a 16th century monk. Photographic experts examined the photo and found no evidence of double exposure or other photographic trickery. The anomaly, often referred to as the Newby monk or the specter of Newby Church, has remained unexplained despite scrutiny. The photograph has drawn both skeptics and believers, contributing to its status as one of the most famous ghost photographs. Whether the result of an as-yet unknown photographic anomaly or a genuine supernatural event, the specter of Newby Church stands as an enduring enigma in the field of paranormal phenomena. Number 22. The Pyramid on the Moon. NASA's Apollo missions captured thousands of photos of the moon's surface, most of which show familiar scenes of craters, rocks, and dust. However, one photo, catalogued as Apollo 17 image as 17-136-20,680, has stirred up controversy due to its peculiar features. It appears to show a shadowy pyramidal shape standing out against the surrounding landscape. Some ufologists and alternative history theorists have pointed to this image as proof of an ancient lunar civilization or extraterrestrial intervention. They argue the structure's geometry and orientation are too perfect to be a natural formation. Skeptics, however, have suggested that the pyramid is an optical illusion caused by the play of light and shadow on a regular lunar hill. Despite numerous analyses and debates, no definitive conclusion has been reached about the nature of the object in the photograph. Adding to the mystery is the fact that the pyramid was photographed in a region of the moon, the Taurus-Littrow Valley, that was explored by astronauts during the Apollo 17 mission, yet no mention of such a structure exists in NASA's mission logs or astronauts' testimonies. Number 23. The Ghost of Boot Hill Cemetery. In 1996, Ike Clanton, a Western history enthusiast, dressed in cowboy attire and went to Boot Hill Graveyard in Tombstone, Arizona, for a photo shoot. However, one of the photos taken that day revealed an unexpected figure in the background, seemingly rising out of the ground behind the tombstones. The figure appears to be a man in a hat, with his back to the camera. His attire seems mismatched with the modern era, and his pose, partially hidden behind a tombstone, is eerily evocative of classic ghost sightings. Clanton insists no one else was in the graveyard at the time, and photographic experts found no evidence of tampering. The photo sparked discussions about ghosts and the afterlife, with some suggesting it might be the spirit of a cowboy still wandering the historic cemetery. Skeptics have proposed that the ghost might be a living person inadvertently caught in the shot or a trick of light and shadow. Despite these explanations, the ghost of Boot Hill Cemetery continues to fascinate paranormal enthusiasts and historians alike. Number 24. The UFO over Los Angeles. In the early morning hours of February 25, 1942, just months after the Pearl Harbor attack, the city of Los Angeles plunged into chaos. Radar picked up an unidentified object in the sky, and air raid sirens soon sounded throughout the city. Over the next several hours, thousands of rounds of anti-aircraft artillery fired at the object, lighting up the sky in a scene that became known as the Battle of Los Angeles, or the Great Los Angeles Air Raid. Newspapers captured stunning images of searchlights converging on the object and tracer rounds streaking across the night sky. Despite the intense barrage, the object appeared unscathed and eventually drifted out of sight. No enemy aircraft were reported downed, and a later inspection found no bomb damage in the city. Authorities initially suggested the event was a false alarm triggered by jittery nerves, while others theorized it was a secret enemy aircraft or even a UFO. The event remains shrouded in mystery, and the dramatic photographs continue to captivate and puzzle viewers. They serve as a testament to the tension of the time and the enduring human fascination with the unexplained. Number 25. The Martian Face. On July 25, 1976, The Viking 1 orbiter took a series of photographs of the Cydonia region of Mars as part of its mission to find suitable landing sites for the Viking 2 lander. One of these images, frame 35A72, revealed a startling formation, a 2-kilometer-long hill that resembled a human face staring up from the surface of the planet. The face on Mars, as it came to be known, sparked widespread speculation. Some theorized it was a natural formation, while others posited it might be an enormous monument built by an ancient Martian civilization. The enigmatic image prompted debates about extraterrestrial life, and it was popularized in science fiction and conspiracy theories.